But before you read, the reason I wrote this, because people put a wrong priority. See, they put so much priority on their body to doing the things that they ignore their energy and mind. And I give one example, and that example is somebody who bought very fancy umbrella, and he was so much attached to umbrella. So he got the umbrella, and when it was raining, he wrapped the umbrella with his shirt to protect the umbrella. Somebody said, why? Umbrella is so precious, I don't want it to get wet. Okay, that metaphor will explain. People pay so much attention to the body that they sacrifice what is important, peace of mind. You produce stress because you cannot do it. You know, people get hurt because you force yourself. So these are the points. And also that people follow 38 position in Bikram Yoga, 40 position in Shivananda Yoga. They spend so much time doing yoga exercises, so they don't have time. If you consider the priority, you should spend very little time for survival. How much time most people spend for survival? Most of the time. Very little time to enjoy life. So survival. Spend least time for survival, so you have time to take care of your body, but more time to take care of your breathing and energy, more time for your mind and consciousness. And consciousness you can use any time during the day because it is awareness. You are walking, talking, you can do meditation. And this is what is explained in this book, because you don't need a special time. While driving, how do you spend your time? People, when would I reach there? You know, mind is worrying. You can have 30 minutes of meditation while driving. Thanks. I gave the example of conversation. How you get sucked into some emotion. Somebody says something and you get caught into it, drain your energy, say something which you regret. You don't have to do this. Just maintain awareness, you remain in focus. Most people spend their time in acting, reacting. Most of the time, world controls you. Things you possess, people you belong to or attached to, your habits and your recognition in the world, that controls you. So you have no time to explore yourself. This is when real journey begins. So one should spend more time here and less time here. So this is the priority. Okay. So the reason this thing I wrote is to give the relative value, that don't put so much value on your body, though it is a foundation. Okay. So as she reads, it will be clear, and if you're tired, somebody can else
Gross body.
Okay.
The following analogies explain the relative value of the body in the process of self-realization. The body is like a boat to cross the ocean of Maya to attain liberation. If it is ignored, it may fall apart. If you spend time in making it perfect, or if you pamper it and don't use it, you cannot reach your destination. One has to use the body as a foundation to build a high-rise building with spiritual floors. The body is like a light bulb. One traces from the body through the nerve wires to reach prana, electricity. It goes from prana to the mind, which is a switch, from the mind to the intellect, which is a circuit breaker, and finally to the Atman, the powerhouse. All devices are used as a means until a destination of self is reached. The body is like a chariot. The senses are like 5 horses. The mind is like the reins, intellect is a driver, and self is like a master. The master controls the journey to the destination. The practice of yoga is to awaken the master. Planetary system. Self is luminous like the sun. The causal body being the closest...
Causal body.
Pardon me?
Causal.
Causal, oh,
yeah, so
sorry.
you can
Transposed it. Okay. The causal body being the closest to... I'm casual, okay. Derives the greatest energy and heat. The gross body being the farthest derives the least energy and heat. Ice cube. The causal body is like vapor. The astral body is like water, and the gross body is like an ice cube. The causal body is the subtlest yet most powerful. The gross body is restricted in size and shape and is the least powerful of all. Skin of a fruit. The body is only an outer layer of our total existence. The skin protects the fruit. Taking care of the body and ignoring the inner contents within the container of the body is like eating the skin and throwing away the fruit. Entrance room of a house. When one purchases a house, one uses all the rooms in the house. The entrance room is for visitors, while the bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen are for the owner. The body is the gateway to enter the kingdom of self. Diver. Like a diver who dives in the deeper parts of the ocean to find valuable pearls, those who dive in shallow waters find only seashells. One should dive within the interiors of the self to find self. Interiors of the body to find self. Ground floor of the house. Yamas and niyamas are
Those
like
10 commandments.
what?
10 commandments of yoga.
Okay.
Yama niyamas.
Are like the foundation of the building. The body is the ground floor. Other floors are built on top of this basic foundation. The foundation and ground floor provide the support for a high-rise building. Seeds and roots. Self is like seeds and roots. A tree is hidden within them. One should nurture and water the roots, so a tree grows out of them to produce leaves, flowers, and fruits. Watering the leaves is waste of energy. Nurture the self to produce a healthy mind and body. One takes care of the body through attunement of the self. This shows the relative position and priority of our gross, astral, and causal bodies in reference to the self. If the gross body has power of 1, the astral body has the power of 10, and the causal body has the power of 100. The self has infinite power. For healing purposes, one who uses diet and medicine can get healing at a slower rate. If one utilizes prana, it can speed up the healing. One can further speed up the recovery by mental power, visualization, and prayer. The quickest healing takes place by deep meditation when one is in touch with divine powers. Instantaneous healing and miracles are possible at this level. Working at the gross level is like a laborer working overtime for survival. Working at the astral level is like a supervisor who makes more money with less effort. Working at the causal level is like a manager who works even less, has more power, and makes more money. Tuning into self is like an owner who has total control of the business. If one is occupied on mastering advanced yoga positions and the external alignment, he will forget to transcend the body and travel inward. It is like a drunken person who has anchored his boat to the shore and rows all night but finds himself at the shore.
Okay. Okay, does that clear?
That's great. That's really good.
Yes. So the